Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy March. I forgot to say happy birthday to all the leap year babies out there. Hope it was lovely. Interview update. It went really well. I think it was a long drive. um, Almost 3 hours north of me here up into the mountains. It was such a beautiful drive yesterday, though. It was mostly sunny, except when I got up to Mount Washington, it was still really foggy and you couldn't see the peak, but that's pretty normal. But beyond that, it got a little bit sunny, but it was cold up there. Ooh, almost 20 degrees colder. It was 13 degrees Fahrenheit up there yesterday. Granted, it was cold down here yesterday too, but yeah, and there was snow on the ground, of course. So a very large temperature difference between here and there, and so moving away from the coast would definitely involve some climate differences that I need to keep in mind. And also, there's no grocery store in the town where in the job that I was interviewing for, where the job is. 20 minutes south of that town, I went through a town where I had Googled that the closest grocery store was, and when I drove by it, it was closed. Like, a sign had been removed and everything. But then, very shortly down the road, I went past a Walmart that looked pretty new, so which I knew that was there, but I'm wondering if that like took all of the grocery stores um business, which kind of sucks. So grocery shopping would be different. It's not across the street anymore, if I moved up that way. So definitely things to think about. But the interview went really well. I was interviewed by two people. They're both so nice. I think probably a few years younger than me, both of them. But the young lady was the one who I had a phone interview with last week, like the preliminary interview. So yesterday was just really casual. It was so nice. They were very laid back, and I don't know. I'm hopeful. They asked what kind of salary range I was looking for, and I don't know why, like, the knee jerk reaction in that moment is to always lowball myself, but I did. But she was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine." So I don't know exactly what that means, what the salary would be. I don't know if they know. It's a new company, so they're trying to work out the kinks of opening and starting a new company and hiring people for it. So obviously that's something to keep in mind as well, that there will be, or there would be, growing pains through that situation. But it seemed really exciting, and yeah, so we'll see. They also weren't quite sure when they were going to hear back. They had like a time schedule for hiring, and then she was like, "This morning I got an email that says differently." So I don't know exactly, but so so it goes. I guess I don't know when I'll hear from them, but they want to have everybody hired within the next couple months. So I know the longest is a couple months, I guess. The other very important thing from yesterday. Thank you guys so much for the input and advice on gift money and YouTube Pay. Fun fact, in case you weren't aware, you can hold your YouTube AdSense Pay. You can hold it for up to 1 year. So that's pretty cool if you ever needed to do that for like tax purposes or whatnot. But yeah, thank you for that info. Just sharing that tidbit along in case that helps anyone else. And yeah, so thank you for the gift money tidbit as well. A lot of you did say that gifts or money in the amount of a gift is allowed up to $18,000 per person per year. So certainly nowhere close to that as far as like the Venmo and PayPal support that you guys have been giving me. So thank you for that info as well. Very helpful things. But that brings me to the next very interesting thing, because yesterday I got my payout from the unemployment benefits from last week, so the week where I had reported my YouTube pay, and they ended up giving me $285, which is not what they told me. Now, two different unemployment office people have told me that they will subtract dollar for dollar the exact amount that I report from the YouTube pay, but I am getting $427 a week. That is my state maximum, and so it should have been minus $270 for the YouTube pay, and I only should have gotten $157, but they deposited $285. So now I'm super confused. What is happening here? So I just have more questions, but I don't know, phone calls are just not, it's like every time I call them, I feel like I get more confused, but that's okay. I do have my next in-person meeting at the local unemployment office on the 11th. It seems to be like a monthly thing, I'm guessing. The first one last month was just like with a group of us explaining rules and regulations, things like that. So this one is apparently going to be a one-on-one. So I'm going to take that opportunity to ask more questions, because when I spoke with the lady day before yesterday, she said that I can always go into my local office and get help with reporting my extra earnings, because I didn't report it right, but she fixed it for me, because she was like, I knew what you were trying to say and I had the amount right and everything. So she's like, if you need help, just go in there. So I'm going to go in there and ask, because now I have a question about rental income. I don't have any yet because it's been vacant, but I am wondering, if I'm still on unemployment when someone moves in, how is that money handled? How do I report that? Am I reporting gross rental income, or is it net? Because, I have to pay the mortgage out of that money, and let alone the $4,500 bill for rent-ready repairs, or at least I'm thinking that's what it'll be. They're still doing the work, so they could still find things. But, like how, and is that like, is business income counted the same as like a personal income? I don't know. There's so many questions. So I'm just going to ask in person, like, please help me understand this, because nothing about this process has been straightforward. But whatever. Oh man, I need some coffee, but let's, I'm going to do more of like a freezer and pantry update, like I think after 1 month kind of update thing. So, but exciting news is, look at what's cupboard. Okay, it does not look any more pared down, but it is. I've been doing all right with the eating. Desperately need groceries. Now that it's March, I'm gonna go get some veggies. No, actually, I need to see when the farmers. Ooh, I wonder if there's one this weekend. I need to pay better attention. There's been a lot going on, but not really. And I have been sucking at making the like freezer and pantry meal videos. I don't know what it is, but something about filming cooking makes me not want to cook. So I'm trying though. Almost out of coffee too. That's not good. Favorite time of day. Anyone else? I mean, how can it not be? Oh God, a sad day for the veggies, guys. Don't worry, we're still alive. But oh, yeah, we gotta put you down. Look at this. Their grow light is one of those like octopus handle ones, but it died yesterday or the day before. That's what happens when you buy cheap junk on the Azons. But, so that sucks. But this thing lasted, I think I bought it for Bernard 3 years ago. Bernard the banana plant. So it lasted for a minute, but junk, so that sucks. The plants are doing okay, but could really use a grow light. I do have another one. I just need it's just a bulb. It's like a grow light bulb. So I need to get a bulb holder for it. You know, the part that plugs into the wall. But they're doing all right. Pepe's doing all right. Piper is doing great. Look at that girl. She's so sweet. We're all just doing great over here, you know? So much learning has been happening these last couple months between the unemployment system and just things in general, I guess. I don't know. It's just that chapter, huh? It's all good. Thank you guys for always coming in with the info that I don't know, because I'm just stumbling my way through this. So I absolutely appreciate all of the help, insights, input, inspiration, support. All of it means the world to all three of us here, because I feel like a little bit train wrecky right now, but I'm not. It's just that I'm just going through an unfamiliar process that has its quirks and confusion for me. So, you know, one step at a time. Thank you guys. I will see you again very soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.